This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Oh shit! Mud shark? You're not a mud shark. You're barely even a fish.
This is a Pink Podcast.
What's that too? They're actually podcasts out of Philadelphia.
Who knows who invites you radio?
Where's John DiCaprio? Did he ask about me?
Fuck Carl. He's effectively done in this business. On his podcast, catching people is Dr. Mingo.
So I'm a dumb guy.
I'm hoping John DiCaprio is, but...
Take your fucking bra off, Barry!
Like, let me guess, because he attacked everyone?
I'm gonna be yelling at him the whole time tonight. Your show sucks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back into the show. Yes, we're back. I am your host, Patrick C. Melton. Hopefully you guys can see I've been trying to work on myself. Hasn't been really too kind to me. I can't really lay off the Twinkies. It's been a struggle, to be honest. And again, you know, it is what it is. Welcome into the show. We're celebrating Hackoween today, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Muzzle B says, what the fuck, Blade? Well, we didn't do a Halloween show. I bought the costume. I went to Spirit Halloween. These Spirit Halloweens, man, I swear to God, every year it's like another 50,000 Spirit Halloween stores open up. And they start earlier and earlier. I noticed some Spirit Halloweens opening in June. June of this year. Pretty wild shit for one day. But I go to Spirit Halloween. I go, do you guys have any costumes for fat, obese, borderline retarded podcasters? And they go, yes, we have the Aaron M. Holt special, the Patrick Melton special. So I had to do the Patrick Melton special. Welcome. It was about, I don't even know how much it was, $26 for all this stuff. Oh boy, welcome into the show. I saw Michaela was a member for 3 months. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Michaela, your contributions are noted, and I appreciate them. If you are a member, you're going to want to stick around to the end of the show. I did something. I thought it was pretty cool. So, stick around to the end. We have a lot to get into today. I mean, what a difference a week makes. What a difference a week makes. And with all the news coming out with spooky old Brennan, Spook Brennan, where's my shit at? Spooky Brennan. Yes, Hackoween today. Spooky Brennan, Matt Perry, we've all heard it. Kevin Brennan making fun of Matthew Perry from Friends. Right on, it's in character. He didn't do anything shocking. I happen to think that there's something else happening with the whole Matthew Perry situation, and we're going to dive into that today and see if we can't find some closure for the Perrys. You know? Justice. Actually, I was going to say justice for Matthew Perry, but really justice for KB. Justice for Kevin Hack Brennan.
You fucking hack!
I stand with Kevin Brennan through all of this. All right? So, for whatever that's worth. I happen to think no joke is off limits. People were saying, it's too soon. It's too soon. You made the joke too. Well, when is a good time to make fun of a dead person? A year from now? 2 years from now? Oh, well, the family's grieving. Well, the family can get over it. They have a lot of money. Pulper80 coming in, gifting 1 win by 2 membership. You really can't see my fat suit here. I don't like it, but you see I got the garb. I mean, Spirit Halloween is pretty on fucking point with their costumes here. Pulper80, though, coming in, gifting a win by 2 membership, and we thank that to Leo Gunn, who is a definite worthy member. Welcome into the stub toe, Leo, and thanks, as always, Pulper. We salute you, my friend. And then Sam V also coming in, and I put in the chat earlier, Sam V started this Spurgtopia. I can't even believe that's a real sentence. Spurgtopia from Sam V was started, I believe, yesterday or 2 days ago, Mischief Night. It's a Discord. If you guys are interested to spurg away in Spurgtopia, really a wonderful place. Go check it out now. But he's coming in, Sam V. Spurgtopia is open and Discord links are on Reddit. Please join us all. Your favorite chatters are there. Blade, please come by. Ban decline host, hi Doodle. Very solid. Solid chat as always, Sam V. We appreciate the $4.99. Thank you. Yeah, we have a lot to go over today, guys. I can't wait. I'm very excited for today's show. I think we're going to go behind the paywall at some point today. We'll be here with you guys for the next, I don't know, maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. We'll see how the day goes. We are celebrating Hackoween today. If you have not gotten the memo yet, very spooky day. Lots of people dressing up in their costumes, multiple costumes, like Keanu C. Thompson. Ooh, spooky. She had fucking 5 costumes yesterday. Chrissy Mayer, another one. Lots of costumes to go over. We're going to be ranking costumes. Today's going to be a little bit more of a laid-back episode. We're just chilling today. We're only doing like this show and 2 more shows, and then we're going on our little break to build the new palace that is the studio. Leo Gunn coming in says, "What up, Blade?" And he puts a sword and what looks to be a taco. Oh, no, a fist. All right, he was pounding me. I thought he was putting a taco in the chat. Can you guys read my hat? I feel like you can't read it. Can you guys see what this says? It says, "I love raw onions." I actually think I'm going to be eating a raw onion after the break to, profess my love for raw onions. What is under my desk here? Is this my dog? Anyway, Welcome into the show. You guys look great as always. Again, lots to go over. Gonna be ranking these Halloween costumes. Lots of people dressed up. I'll tell you though, a lot of people. It just doesn't seem. I remember when I was a kid. I don't want to get too, preachy here, but I just remember back in the day, Halloween was such an event. It was such a day to look forward to. It was such, it was a party atmosphere. We'd go out at like 3 o'clock. We wouldn't be home till 12 o'clock. Now there's like a window from like 4 to 6. And if you miss that window, well, guess what? No candy. So it's just weird. Every year, it just seems like it declines more and more and more and more. But we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of trick-or-treaters around here, which was cool. A lot of people set up shop. They set up their decoration. It's pretty fucking dope. They got these, people actually set... Now, this is kind of bizarre, but people actually set decorations up in their house for you to walk through their house, and they jump out from their, laundry room or their kitchen or a bedroom. That's kind of bizarre to me. You would just bring random strangers into your house to scare them. It's like, why wouldn't you do this in a garage or, at the very least, just keep it outside? But, whatever. It is what it is. I guess just that's just what it's going to be from the time moving forward. Again, we have a big show to get into today. Lots to go over. A lot of people. This is something we didn't touch on last week, but Phil Elmore. You guys heard of this guy, Phil? Big old Phil Elmore? Now, I wanted to hate this guy. I wanted to hate this guy off Jump Street. I looked at him. I got 2 seconds worth of a glimpse. And I'm like, yeah, this guy is going to be the new guy. Then I started watching him. I'm like, you know what? He makes some good points. It's another Stuttering John guy, which I'm not big into the stutter. This is a show you can come to where you're not going to get really Stuttering John updates and news unless it's humongous. He's, robbed a liquor store or something for 2 Busch Lights. Outside of that, we don't really cover Stuttering John here, but Phil Elmore is another Stuttering John guy. He's on the dock. So I was listening to Phil Elmore last night, and it seems like, we had Joey C on the program last week. Go check that interview out now. It was I thought it was very well. Wasn't expecting the calmness and composure Joey brought onto the show. I thought we were going to have a tussling, screaming match, but I thought it went well, and I think he learned his lesson. He's on his show last night, Joey C, and he's like, I'm really to blame for everyone making fun of me. It's my fault. And that's kind of what was my whole point to Joey. It's like, let's start taking accountability. And not just to Joey, to everybody. I don't just get on the mic and just hate just to hate or make fun of people just to make fun of people. There's reasons behind my madness. So Joey, though, he's on the show. He got stuck up by some gangbangers. Apparently, we're going to be watching that footage later on in the show. I'm looking forward to that. But he goes on last night. He's on, I forget who he was even on with, but he's on last night. And like I said, he's, pretty much saying he was taking accountability. So you got Joey C taking accountability. So you go over to Phil Elmore. Phil Elmore, he gets super chats. He has a decent size audience. He looks like he has his shit together. This guy's into karate and some weird jiu-jitsu, and I don't know. He tries to be a fighter. I don't know, to each their own, I guess. But when I was watching Phil Elmore yesterday, he had this profound, I guess, enlightenment about his microphone. And then it just got me thinking, what I'm saying and what I'm yelling at from the rooftops isn't just falling on deaf ears. People are actually starting to take some accountability, which is what ultimately we want. We don't just come on here just to waste our fucking time and waste our breath. Imagine that. If you want a show like that, go check out fucking Steel Toe. Am I right, guys?
Everybody else, go subscribe to Win by 2 Radio. I like him. He's always fun in the chat. He's always a good dude. He busts balls once in a while, but in a fun way.
What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? That's a real hoot.
Going to be a real hoot.
So we have a good show to get into today. Trying to think anywhere else. Oh, Ray DeVito. How could I forget Ray DeVito? We have him on the show last week. Another interview we did. Go check that. Last show was great. Go check out the last show, episode 229, after this show, of course. we had Ray DeVito on the show last week, and I've been pretty much all summer been consistent with Ray. Leave the fucking Shuli Network. He's only making fun of you, bro. He's only making fun of you. He's using you for content. He's using you, and all this other shit. A lot of people actually use Ray. One being Carlos Danger, which we're gonna be looking at Carlos Danger today. So Ray's on the Shuli Network last week at this time. He's on the show. Paid him 75 whole bucks. And, 24 hours later, Ray finally quits the Shuli Network. But in true Ray DeVito fashion, it was completely looked past due to the fact Kevin Brennan, his, idol or whatever, Kevin Brennan, who, by the way, was trending on Twitter. I'm like, this is wild stuff, man. I mean, over what? Because he laughed at Matt Perry? I found the joke to be very amusing. Let me see. I have a chat coming in here. Wow, look at that. Leo Gunn gifting 5 Win by 2 memberships. Thank you, Leo. I'm not sure. Yeah, you guys really can't see my fat suit. I'm pretty bummed about that. I should have got a white shirt. Then you could have saw everything. You could have saw it all shake. Muzzle of Bees joining. Ga, Citizen Macabree's Poppy, Josie, and Sam V. Worthy candidates, all of them. Thank you, Leo Gunn, for that. Guys, make sure you thank Leo Gunn. Make sure you thank Pulper as well. They don't have to gift memberships. But it's their contributions that keep the lights on around here. So we do appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Leo. So, yeah, Ray quit the Shuli Network. I mean, that's old news by now. But like I said, in true Ray DeVito fashion, all of that got overshadowed due to the fact Kevin Brennan made national. He made global fucking headlines. This motherfucker is trending everywhere. Britain, India, Japan, Nagasaki. Simultaneously, the whole Stevie Lou and Ryan Katsu fight. There are a lot of fights going on this past week. We have we're going to be watching the Ryan Stevie Lou fight back. Just their fight, which I found to be complete and utter dog shit. Everyone's like, oh, well, you would never. I would get in the ring. I would get in the ring. That's the difference. A lot of people are fighting. I'm expecting a lot going into 2024. It's something we have to start thinking about now, our goals going into 2024. Because some people, they wake up, it's the new year, they're like, fuck, it's the same old me. What am I going to do this year? Start making your goals now. But that's one of my predictions. A lot more YouTube boxing from all these fucking hacks in 2024.
You fucking hack.
So, yeah, again, Ray, his whole fucking quitting the Shuli Network was overshadowed by Kevin, was overshadowed by Ryan and Stevie's little scrum that they got into. And there was something else, too. What else happened this past week? I'm trying to find some shit here. Well, maybe that was it. I don't know. Where the fuck did it go? Maybe not. Oh, well. Oh, and Stuttering John's return. That was the other thing. I just don't have that loaded up. So, but I do applaud Ray for finally quitting. It's just like, dude, you should have done this fucking months ago. Remember the whole time to sign, the petition we put out? Win by 2 puts out the petition to get Ray DeVito to join the 2 movement. I even brought it up to him last week. I was like, Ray, let's be serious now with what we want. I'll bring you onto this network. We'll pay you. 100% of the super chats go to you. I don't want a dime. He's like, oh, no, I'm happy here. I'm happy with the Shuli Network. Well, how fucking much difference does a week make? Right? It's like you could have taken so many opportunities. Like so many people would have, I don't know, whatever. It's like really, like Ray, I don't know. I really don't know what else to do for Ray. I really don't. We have Aaron M. Holt today, like I mentioned a little earlier. It was actually confirmed that Aaron, now we speculated about this a bunch over the last couple months, that in fact he actually hits April. And we speculated, we were just making jokes, right? But it actually turns out, and we're going to play the clip here in a little bit, it actually turns out that Aaron in April, or Aaron I should say, he punches his wife. I mean, do I get a reward? Do I get money for that? For making a prediction so crazy? Everyone laughed at me. Oh, how could you let, It came out that Aaron punches April. This should be the headline, right? It shouldn't be Kevin Brennan making fun of Matthew Perry. That's irrelevant. Who cares? Matt Perry died. People die every day. People laugh at that shit. You gonna tell me I can't laugh? Last I checked, we were in America. If you don't want to laugh at jokes, go to somewhere else. Get out of here. Scram. This should be national headlines everywhere. Podcaster from Minnesota punches his wife. Crazy, right? Something that was only pure speculation just a week ago. Now it came out that it was, in fact, true. I see Pulper 80 coming in again. Thank you so much for that, Pulper. Gifting another Win by 2 membership. Thank you. That membership going to MGD. Damn, now I got to update my thing. Yeah, you guys, if you are a member, like I mentioned, you don't want to miss the very end of the show. I made something for all the members just to show my appreciation for everyone who continues to support this show. It's nothing, crazy, but it's something I thought was pretty cool. So make sure you want to, if you have to tune out at some point today, make sure you at least come back at the end of the show or, play the end of the show at some point when you get some free time. But yeah, we have a lot to get into today, guys, and not that much time. I want to ban memberships. Why do you want to ban memberships, Rain? Levyverse premiere bomb. That was another thing Citizen Macabree's Poppy brings up a good point. The Levyverse debuted. Good old Bob, listen to me, Levy.
Listen to me.
Debuted his big Levyverse. Now, it had some viewership yesterday. They had this devil guy. Who's this devil guy? I don't have no idea who he is. I'm not a fan in people in masks and voice changers. It's funny because I'm wearing a costume right now, but at least you can see my face. I put my name behind everything. You're not like wondering to yourself, like, why is this 40-year-old grown man? I'm not 40, but most of these people are 40 plus. B. Dabbler, Obnoxious John. Why are these 40-year-old grown men in filters or using puppets? Doesn't make any sense. So the devil guy is a hack, somebody says.
You fucking hack.
Yeah, I mean, that goes without saying, Yuchi. That definitely goes without saying. He said Steel Toe does, Chris Mack. Yeah, it goes without saying. Look, if you wear a mask, if you wear a filter, if you change your voice, that's fine. I mean, go do it. I'm not saying don't do it. Do it up. Some people love that shit. I mean, who am I to fucking tell you otherwise? I'm just expressing most people and mine, particularly, my grievances. I find it to be completely, I don't know, just gay. It's really gay. It's like you won't show your face. Why? You care about your job that much? Your job would care about what you're saying on this show that much? They would fire you? It's like you guys don't even say edgy shit. You really don't. Most of these people, like, they're like, oh, I'm an edgy comic. It's like, you're not. You're not. Don't mind me if I start channeling my inner Patrick Melton. You guys see the resemblance? Do I look like him a little bit? I feel like the costume, Spirit Halloween. I mean, you see the onion shirt, right? Pretty solid. I don't know. I might take this off, to be quite honest with you. It's very hot under all this fat. Let's see here. Oh, W-Man's here. Shout out to W-Man. Hey, Chris, what's up? Hi, everyone. What's up, W-Man? Back from the depths of hell, right? Depths of hell, W-Man. No, but shout out to W-Man. If you guys checked out the Hackoween promo that was released on the channel about 36 hours ago, that was courtesy of W-Man. Just knocking another great edit out of the park. Every time I put him up to the challenge, he's always just swinging for the fences and fucking hits a home run every single time. So if you guys need anything edited or look through or clipped or anything like that, hit up W-Man and, you won't be disappointed. So, yeah, guys, we have a great show to get into today. This is Hackoween. Very excited. I'm very, very excited for today. We're going to be going over all these costumes, making fun of people. We'll rank the costumes. I don't have a board. I probably should have set this up a little better, but I don't have a board or anything like that. We can actually write down the rankings. So just take a mental note, maybe get a notepad, pen, paper, and take the rankings at home or put them in your phone or however you fucking write shit these days. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be looking over some clips today. I'm probably going to be eating a raw onion, possibly. We'll see how I feel at some point in the show. See if I can withstand the disgustingness of an onion. And yeah, hope all is well with everyone. Hopefully everyone's having a great Wednesday, a great week. Hopefully everyone had a great Halloween, and whether you partied or worked or went out, if you have kids or whatever. Just hopefully everyone had a great Halloween. I see this Chad clip is one of the first clips that popped up. We're going to take a shot here to start the show off. So if you are drinking with us today, please be as irresponsible as you can. Go, drive a boat, fly a plane, go drive a car into buildings. I mean, just go crazy. Just drink and drive as much as you can. Yep. We want to be as irresponsible as possible. But I see this Chad clip. This is the first clip we're going to play. Now, Chad is just another victim to fall to the Stuttering John complete buffoonery. Really. I mean, if you find yourself covering Stuttering John, you find that to be like a main topic of discussion for your show, you probably should stop podcasting. I'm just going to say that. If you cover Stuttering John more than... If you cover Stuttering John more than once a month, you should probably quit podcasting. Unless it is huge news, a la his comeback. And not this second comeback either, because this second comeback was bullshit. Everyone knew he wasn't going away. So when everyone acts shocked, Shuli's like, oh my God, Stuttering John is back. We called it. It's like, yeah, come on, motherfucker. It's like, we all knew that. Stop acting like we're fucking dumb. We're not. You, in fact, are the dumb one. Muted Growl 199 says, ban Sam V. Now, all right, there they go. Right off the bat, we like to see it. Muted Growl versus Sam V. A little decline host, maybe. Oh, there's decline. Muted Growl gets it. So, guys, keep an eye on that, please. But thank you for the $1.99. Muted Growl, that is greatly appreciated by me. All right, shots fired, somebody said. Sweaty tryhard. All right. All right, so let's get into this shot. I want to take a shot and start the show. All right, cool. Making sure everything's cool. And, yeah, guys, let's have a great show, a fun one. What do you say? We can have fun today? Is everyone ready to have fun? Fucking dance and party? Let's check this Chad clip out. Chad was on yesterday. He's, again, another one just covering Stuttering John, and he has to be on at every chance Chad gets. Chad has to be live streaming. But yet it's funny, Chad wants us to believe that he has a life outside of this whole podcasting realm, which I find completely hard to believe when you're podcasting, more times than, you're doing any recreational activities. His big Nick Swartzen weekend got canceled because somebody got sick. I mean, again, what are we, gay? But Chad was on, Stuttering John was on, Chad's trying to snipe him, he does this song. I thought the song, for what it's worth, I mean, Stuttering John knocked it out of the park, I will say. Stuttering John is a hell of a musician, and this is coming from a musician. Everyone who wants to say he can't. Now, Carl will be the first one to shit on Stuttering John's musicianship, but, I mean, that's just, Carl has to, stay in character. He couldn't say Stuttering John is a good musician. He would lose everything. People would lose complete trust in him. That would be like me saying, I think Aaron Emholt's a great broadcaster, right? You would never catch me dead. Even if I thought it, I would never actually admit it. So the same applies with Carl. But everyone else, Shuli and Chad and all these other fucking complete buffoons, they all want to tell you that Stuttering John is a bad musician. I'm here to tell you Stuttering John is a good musician. Not just good, he's great. What am I, fucking Tony the Tiger? All right, Chad, anyway, tried to duet Stuttering John. Now, Chad sucks at everything he does, podcasting and really just life. Chad just sucks at life. I mean, if you want to kind of live your life in the best way possible, take everything that Chad does and do the exact opposite, and you will be set up for success. I promise you. So Chad decided to do this little duet with Stuttering John. Let's see how it went. Does Chad have a good voice? Should Chad be a singer? I don't know. Let's find out. Guys, let's take a shot. Maybe if you're smoking, let's smoke up. And let's get into the festivities today. Welcome into the show. Guys, show? All right. I guess not. We're not doing that. Guys, let's get on that in the back, please. Chad Zumak has a song for us before we do Pulper 80 coming in. Let's get to that, and then we're going to play this song, Pulper 80, gifting a membership to Yuchi. Thank you for that, Yuchi. Again, today we'll be going behind members only at some point, probably after the break. So you definitely want to get a membership today. Hit the like button, anyways, says. But anyways, that's a good point. Make sure everyone's hitting that like button. I don't really press it at all on any of the shows I do. I don't press hit the like or you got to donate. Do it at your own fucking will, but if you'd like to donate and super chat or just not, you don't even worry about all that. Just hit the fucking like button. Chad's got a song for us. You guys want to hear it? I'm pretty excited for this. Check it out.
Let it be.
Let's
Let
drink.
it be. I guarantee he does Let It Be again. 100% Chandler. Lady K. Lady K.
Lady K.
Why are you so
He's a dues
gay?
payer and a shit wayer.
Cheers.
And we don't know
Cheers.
why, what he did to pay his dues.
Payer.
I will donate to BLM, says Rainy G. Fuck yeah.
Dues payer
Dues payer.
and a shit wayer.
And a shit wear. It's a
We
duet.
don't know what he did to pay his dues.
Don't know what he did to pay his dues.
Why isn't he in Israel?
Why is he
Fighting
Israel?
with his people.
Fighting
over
You guys seeing this?
there?
people? Instead, he's weighing shit.
Does he have a scare?
Does he have a scare or a care?
Does he have a scare?
Does he really care?
It's like you already said that line, Chad.
He's a dues payer
Dues payer and a shit wear.
and a shit wayer.
Woo!
And nobody likes him.
2 R's singing out of tune. Yeah,
Not
exactly.
even his mom.
Barbara or his mom.
To be fair, he should be in Israel.
Yeah.
Why isn't he fighting in Israel?
Why isn't he
Taking on
Hamas?
Hamas
or
in
whatever.
the Gaza Strip.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Why
K.
isn't he-
McDuck.
Is it cause he's a coward
Yeah, that's why he's not fighting in Israel. He's a coward.
and a big dipshit?
And a dipshit. That's why he's not
That's
fighting.
funny. That's funny stuff.
He's a dipshit.
He's a dues payer
Woo!
and a shit wayer.
Doesn't care about Israel.
Why won't he go there and fight for his people?
That rhymed. He's a dues
Well, we
payer.
all know why.
Why? Because he's a dipshit.
Because he just might cry.
He might cry if he goes to war.
This is
You're
fantastic.
right. That's good.
2 losers. Chad is so desperate. They're
Halloween,
both
And run
broke.
security.
Idiot. Broke, dumb
Yeah.
idiots.
Like he did to me.
Yeah, like he ran to security.
Not bad. Come on.
That was really good.
Off the cuff.
Yeah, it was pretty solid for Stuttering John. Not so much with Chad. Chad was just repeating, every word Stuttering John was saying. I see K. McDuck. Says sometimes you just got to sing, Yeah, well, sometimes singing is great, but, let the professionals handle it. You would never see me attempt stand-up comedy, right? So, I feel like if I were to do that, Chad would be like, oh, why are you doing stand-up? You shouldn't be doing stand-up. You're on stand-up. Look at his face. It's like, let the musicians play. And you could just watch and say nothing like you do most of the time. But that was Chad and
Hey, come on.
Chad and
Stuttering Stuttering John. Very good duet, I felt. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Chad doubled down on the suck. John's song was the jam. Yeah, I mean, John, he is good at freestyling fucking songs, man. I will say. They're pretty basic, but it's not easy. I'm not sure if anyone plays any instruments at home, but it's not easy freestyling a song, whether it be rap or whatever, opera. Anytime you're, and especially on a live stream, when you're put on a spot like that, it's pretty challenging shit. So to do that, now granted, it was parody freestyles, which kind of, I guess, could be a little easier, but it's still, my point is, it's still hard regardless. So I think Stuttering John knocks it out of the park every single time, and that's my hats off to Stuttering John. Of course, Chat, not so much. He still sucks. I have this Carl clip, the Creep Off. You guys know this show, the Creep Off, live Halloween 2023. Him and this guy, Vinny Paulino. You guys know anything about these two? Carl, who they were just talking about, Lady K. Carl is a complete and utter fucking clown. He is really a fucking clown. We went over some Carl stuff last week, and it was just abysmal, man. Again, I'm sitting there watching, because I was prepping for the show, so I'm watching some Carl clips. I just really, I can't understand if we have any Carl or who are these podcast fans in the chat today, or that watch this back. Let us know, like, what is the big fuss about? Who are these podcasts? I mean, it's not really much happening. Again, when he watches a clip, it's, again, I said this last week, so check out the episode last week. I'll say it again. It's very surface level answers. He doesn't really dive deep into anything, and then he refuses to cover the people that should be covered. A la Kumia, a la Gino, a la Steel Toe, which it's just like, you're a clown. You're a complete fucking hack clown. All you could do is, make fun of Stuttering John. I mean, it's not hard to do. Like, anybody can make fun of Stuttering John and make it funny. It's like making fun of a retard. It's not hard to make that funny. So I don't know the big fuss about Carl, but he's got like 57 shows. The Creep Off. Who are these socials? Who are these podcasts? Who are these broadcasts? Dabble Point. 5 fucking shows, at least, that I know of. He probably does some special shows as well. But why do you have 5 shows? Again, a guy like Chad is the same way. Like, they have multiple shows. It's like, why don't we focus on getting one show to be the best it can be, and then, and only then, will we branch off and try something new and try another show. 2 shows at best. Bob Levy's another one of these guys who does like 97 different shows, and they're all the same fucking thing. You're just talking about Stuttering John at the end of the day. That would be like me starting a podcast called, Real Fake Doors, and just making fun of Aaron Emholt the whole show. Like, dude, isn't that what you do on your other show? So what is different about this? So that's really my biggest question, and that's what I really can't get past with the whole Carl thing, along with the other stuff too. But they got this show, The Creep Off, live. Well, the title is, the show's called The Creep Off, and then the show title was called Halloween 2023. I just thought this was interesting. Kind of shows you where Carl's headspace is at. It's a little clip just to get us going here. But Carl, what's his last name? Hamburglar. He was talking about this Kevin Brennan situation happening and how he wishes he could have had this Kevin Brennan heat. Well, let's check it out. I forget what even this clip really kind of goes into. Let's check it out together, though. Carl!
Hola, creepos. Welcome to this year's Halloween special. It's another Halloween.
And again, just 2 fucking nerds, man. I can't get over it. All these broadcasters, podcasters, all of them wear fucking glasses. All of them are nerds. You're looking at me right now. Oh, you have glasses on. Yeah, but this is a costume. This is a gag. Get it? Nerd? It just, I don't know, something bothers me about people, like, nerds making fun of other, like, tards online when you're a fucking complete square. You know what I mean? Like, that really gets under my skin. It's like, you have seriously no room to talk. Have you looked at yourself? Have you listened to yourself? Like, you are everything you are professing that you hate. You are that thing. So, again, these guys have, like, zero awareness, all these fucking nerds. Don't let the glasses fool you. Again, if you wear glasses at home, this is not pertaining to you. You guys, I could probably venture to guess, aren't podcasters, aren't radio personalities or anything. These guys are. And that's my problem. Let's get into it.
Centered episode based on all the creeps that are running around causing problems on the spookiest of days. I'm Vinny. I'm your co-host. There's Carl, the other co-host. What a fucking weird opening. Hi, everybody.
What is happening, Vinny Paulino? How you doing today, buddy?
I'm fine.
All right, good.
I'm fine. I'm happy to be here because it's that time of year where I love it because it cools down. I'm not sweating all fucking day.
Yep.
The leaves are pretty. Everybody's being
all
a creep.
fat guys can agree on fall is the best season. All fat guys agree on that.
I can concur. Not me, Blade. Me, Melton. I can concur. Anyway, continue.
Be one of them.
Yep.
Like the referees during an Eagles-Dolphins game. All in agreement, 100%.
Still angry about that game.
Still am.
Wow.
But, Carl, today we are going to do what we do every year and bring you the biggest Halloween creep. And I'm excited to do that. But before we do, we have to find out the results of last week's episode.
Correct.
We brought in our creepiest handicapped people. That was brave, huh?
So they do this bit where they're like trying to make fun of like handicapped people, you know, people like Jake Hudson and what's his name, fucking from In Hot Water. What's that show? Or what's that guy? Frankie McDonald. Like these guys, like they try to what Carl and Vinny Paulino is going to try to do is make fun of or think it's edgy to make fun of these people who are handicapped. Although funny, again, my point is, you guys shouldn't be the ones making fun of them when you guys are like one chromosome away from being the person you're making fun of. You see where I'm going with this? So again, let's start looking in the mirror. Let's start, I don't know, asking for outside of opinions. It's crazy. These guys create echo chambers for themselves. So like everybody who, is in their chat, they love them. They adore them, which is in most cases. Why else would you be in a live chat, right? Some people do troll, but you're not going to really listen to the trolls because you're surrounded by your echo chamber. So I'm here to throw a fucking dart through that echo chamber and that balloon, and we're here to pop that fucking bubble soon, hopefully. Let's get back into this.
Yes.
And here to tell us who won is our results girl, Jessica.
Hello.
Hey, Jess.
Happy holidays.
It's like, all right, who are you? Jessica, podcasting from her bedroom. I don't know this girl. I don't know if she's cool. I don't know if she's a devious person. I don't know. I'll save my remarks because I don't know who you are. But your affiliation with these two gentlemen here has me wondering a lot, Jessica. You might have to start answering to your crimes. I don't know if you've done any crimes. That's all alleged, of course. But, you're going to have to start answering at some point, Jessica, if I find you on this creep-off show moving forward. Let's continue.
Halloween, everybody.
And happy Halloween. I thought we'd get some heat for creepiest handicap person, but fortunately, Kevin Brennan's decided to take all the heat.
Aww.
You fucking hack.
So, he just said the quiet part out loud, thought he was going to get some heat for making fun of handicapped people, but that damn old Kevin Brennan making fun of dead people. Let me see. Pulper80 gifting another win by 2 membership. Thank you. We appreciate that, Pulper. That was going to James Banks, and no one, that's a moderator of this channel. No one better could have gotten that membership. So thank you, Pulper, James. Welcome to the Stub Tower, even though I thought you were already, but maybe you're just, I don't know how that shit works, to be quite honest with you. And then I saw Chris coming in with a win by 2 gifted membership. Thank you. And that membership going to Sean Daly, becoming a part of the Stub Toe. Guys, make sure you thank Chris and Pulper for their kind generosity this morning. We appreciate that. Chris and Pulper. All right, let's see here. I went to see Jessica with belly fat. Holy shit. Well, there's a reason why, she's wearing like such loose clothing here. I don't know. Who is this Jessica? I need some information on her. winby2radio@gmail.com. Or put it in the Discord. Put it in the Win by 2 Discord on info of this Jess person. Look at this guy Vinny over here. I mean, face. What's the old saying? Face for radio, or a radio face. This guy is the definition of a radio face. All right, let's hear that one more time. Carl and Vinny and our new favorite girl. Look at this girl. She has no idea what's coming her way. There's a storm brewing, Jessica. There's a storm brewing, and it's coming your way. It's called the Two Nation Army. Be afraid. You should be very afraid. Seriously, I have no idea who you are. You probably are a great Christian girl who goes to church every Sunday and does all your chores and your homework and works at Starbucks just to pay the bills. I get all that, Jessica. So, don't be afraid, but at the same time, you should be afraid. Podcasting from the corner of your fucking bedroom. Pretty tacky stuff. Let's listen to the car one more time. Very disappointed that Kevin Brennan's getting all the heat when he was going to make fun of a handicapped person in a wheelchair. Wow.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. I thought we'd get some heat for creepiest handicapped person, but fortunately, Kevin Brennan's decided to take all the heat for us, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oops. Dude, Kevin Brennan made DMZ this morning.
I know. He's so proud of himself. He's so proud of himself right now. It really is incredible.
Really funny.
How these guys have gotten this far is really beyond me. It really is beyond me. So Carl, a little bummed out that Kevin Brennan, a big part of today's show, made headlines this past week. Let's go into the headline, shall we? This was courtesy of TMZ. Now, when this broke, I couldn't believe it. I saw the tweet before TMZ picked it up. And, it wasn't much of anything. Like I said at the top of the show, it was Kevin just being Kevin. Anyone who watches MLC podcast knows, that's right on brand with KB. I support all of this, by the way. I am Team Kevin Brennan. Justice for jokes. I stand with Kevin Brennan in this particular situation. It wasn't really that crazy. I feel like there's unwarranted attention going to this situation for a reason we aren't looking at. I feel like no one is looking at, why are we getting this story? What was the point of this? It wasn't horrible. It's not like Kevin killed Matt Perry, right? So why did we get this story now? That's the question we should all be asking. If I haven't taught anyone anything over the last however many months we've been together now, one thing you should take away from the show is question everything, right? Especially as it pertains to the media, mainstream media. Question it all. We've seen less in this universe works or diversions or distractions just in this little universe that we kind of coexist in. So when TMZ prints this article, or the New York Post, or all these major news publications print this article, ask yourselves, why are they printing this article? And why now? You know what I mean? It makes no sense to me other than the fact, and we're going to get to it, we have a story, and I've heard murmurs about this, rumors, fucking people talking in the backgrounds, saying Matthew Perry was going to blow the whistle on something. That's something we're going to get to here in just a second. But let's go through it. I know we're already kind of aware of what the fuck happened with KB, but let's just kind of take everyone through it step by step, shall we? It says, Kevin Brennan, ex-Saturday Night Live writer, mocks Perry's death. Ha, 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 ha. Kevin Brennan, the former SNL writer and comedian, is making light of Matthew Perry's passing in a real ugly way, which may speak to why he isn't more successful in showbiz. I will say this, all these, major news publications, really did not pull any punches when it came to really discrediting KB. Kevin, if you're listening to the show, which sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but I would look into suing, man. This is defamation of character. They're calling you TMZ is using your big comeback, you fucking hack, against you. That's interesting stuff. So I would look into maybe suing. But what do I know? It goes on to say, is making light of Matthew Perry's passing in a real ugly way, which may speak to why he isn't more successful in showbiz. Kevin, who had a 2-year stint writing for the famed sketch comedy show way back when, and who was once a rising comic, took to Twitter this weekend after news of Perry's death broke and posted an incredibly insensitive message mocking the late Friends actor. And then this was the infamous tweet right here. Drowned in a hot tub? Ha ha ha. Friends star Matthew Perry dead, 54. He wrote, drown. Yeah, right, we just read that. The tweet wasn't. And they put Neil in this article, man. This guy, Neil. What a fucking clown. The tweet wasn't viewed by. This is crazy. So they're kind of contradicting themselves right here. The tweet wasn't viewed by very many people until we blew it up. We being TMZ. Until TMZ picked this story up and the New York Post picked this story up and all these other publications, Yahoo News and the BBC. And that's not Big Black Cock either. So slow your roll. Again, the tweet was maybe seen by like 6,000 people, all probably in this little universe. Maybe a couple stragglers from the outside. Then you guys pick up the story and choose to just blow it out of proportion so the world can see it. Again, it just leads me to my question, why? Why was this done in the way it was? KB only has, and look, another just shot at Kevin Brennan's Twitter followers. KB only has about 5,900 followers or so. Anyway, but it certainly left a bad taste in the mouths of folks who did not see it, with many people calling, oh, Chrissy Mayer's live. Look at that little pop-up. Here, we'll put this in the background. Oh, maybe not. But it certainly left a bad taste in the mouths, with many people calling him out in the comments and bashing him for making a joke out of it. While Kevin isn't nearly as relevant as he was in just another shot. Wow, look at this. Unique. You guys know this guy, Unique Entertainment? He was featured in this article. That's pretty wild. So you got Unique over here. You got, obviously, Kevin Brennan, Neil Brennan. He still has a famous connection to mainstream Hollywood through his brother Neil, who's the co-creator of The Chappelle Show. We all know that. Neil and Kevin had a falling out years ago, and the younger sibling went on to forge a solid path for himself. Wow. Neil's written for tons of shows and even has his own Netflix comedy special now. So that what's supposed to make Neil somehow better? Neil's not that good. And I'm not just saying that to blow smoke up KB's ass, but Neil stinks. He's not funny. He had some funny sketches, but he was also working with Dave Chappelle. So, I mean, you kind of have to realize that as well. Whereas Kevin hosts a pretty obscure podcast and does gigs here and there. I mean, Jesus Christ. TMZ's ruthless. It bears repeating Neil is not close to Kevin. Right? They're making that known, that Neil wants nothing to do with this situation. And based on interviews Neil Brennan, NB, has done of late. I like how they used NB. Like, we all use KB, they used NB. That's weird. It's almost as if, like, Neil or someone close to this whole situation wrote this whole thing. Let me just check this really quick. But we got Pulper80 coming in. I didn't want to miss that. Pulper80 coming in, gifting a Win by 2 membership. Thank you, Pulper. Getting everyone ready for the members only segment of the show. Who did that member go to? Walker2508. Welcome, Walker2508. Chris says, fuck Kevin Brennan. Yeah, not a lot of people are happy with this guy. I mean, look, again, if you're a fan of the MLC verse and you're a fan of the hack verse and all that shit, like, again, this is pretty on brand. This is nothing out of the ordinary that Kevin Brennan wouldn't normally say or do. So now we're trying to control how people act and what they say and what they do. I mean, that's the point of this article. It's to tell you that no matter what, if someone dies, if someone lives, like, just don't make jokes. Just don't make jokes. And I'm not this white knight for comedy. I can give two fucks, right? But when you start censoring speech and you start like making out people to be the bad guy because they had a joke at someone's expense, that person just happened to be dead, and Matthew Perry. Again, R.I.P. It's sad, it's fucked up, but yeah, he was on drugs. I mean, what are you gonna do? Now, this leads the question: was he murdered, or was he drunk on cringed? Oh no, drunk on cringe did the other thing. Well, Hillary Clinton, I should say, got involved, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So it just, all of this is pretty bizarre stuff. Let's keep it moving, though. Yeah, Kevin was, trending literally everywhere. And then this was like the latest. Yeah, this was the latest right here. Let's go to it. Where you have this Daily Mail exclusive Saturday Night Live writer Kevin Brennan is seen for the first time, which isn't true. I mean, he was on his podcast like the next day after mocking Matthew Perry's death. As he hosts podcast show where he jokes about getting detained about the Friends star's death. Brennan provoked an outpouring of disgust this week by making jokes about Perry's death on Saturday. The comic has since doubled down in the latest episode of his podcast. He claims to have been suspended by X, formerly Twitter, but said he won't take down the post. And why would you? That's your post now. That is what people are going to remember. That is your legacy, Kevin Brennan. I hope you know that. No matter how much screen time you've gotten with Johnny Leno, I was going to say Jay Leno or David Letterman, or no matter what you've done in your past, Saturday Night Live, all that's irrelevant now. You will go down in history. I just hope you're aware of this. You will go down in history as the person who made fun of somebody dying, and that's somebody being Matthew Perry. It is wild. All these people coming out of the woodwork, white knighting for Matthew Perry as if they knew him. It's like, did you guys have like some sort of relationship? No? Then why do you care about this situation? It's a joke. Get over yourselves, you fucking pansies. It goes on to say, ex-Saturday Night Live writer Kevin Brennan was seen for the first time. All right, we just kind of read all that. But look at this. This is his picture in the Daily Mail. Look at KB riding his bike getting followed by the news. I mean, this is unreal. This is really unbelievable. It's like, he's the subject of a hit. It's like they're going to take him out. We got to protect Kevin at all costs here. I stand with KB. Unbelievable, man. I mean, they got him going fucking, I guess, into his apartment, riding on the streets of Jersey or wherever the fuck he's from. It is unbelievable. Like, this is unreal. It really is unreal. Like, you would think this guy is like a terrorist. Like, this is, you know what I mean? This is crazy. Do you guys have nothing else? Daily Mail, you have nothing else better to do than to follow a washed up podcaster around on his bicycle with his green gay helmet. It's like, yeah, we're providing the truth. We're going to justice for Perry. It's like he's, what are we doing? We're so fucked, like, as a whole society and culture. Like, if this is how we go about things, move on. Worry about the things you can control. You can't cancel Kevin. What are you going to cancel him from? According to you, he has nothing. Yeah, I don't know. It's just unreal, all this stuff. This was, let's see, where does this go from here? All right, so this is where it kind of led up. Now, this was as of today, I believe. Matthew Perry here. We'll bring this up on the big screen here. I'm tired of going behind the scenes. But this was as of today, guys. Camera 2. Thank you. Matthew Perry death, robbery, homicide investigation, standard procedure, people, or the cops, I guess, are saying it's a standard procedure to investigate. But why get the robber? Like, if he died of a cardiac arrest or OD or whatever, it's standard procedure to get to the robbery homicide team involved. I don't know. I've never heard of that before. So I think this was as of today. Matthew Perry's death is being investigated by LAPD's robbery homicide division, which may come as a surprise to some because Foul play is not expected at this point, but cops say it's just standard procedure for high-profile cases. I find it hard to believe that this motherfucker didn't have any cameras going the whole time. There he is. Look at him go. Matthew motherfucking Perry in his hot tub. Look at that. Chilling. As we first reported, there's no evidence of foul play in Matthew's death, which is why some folks were left scratching their heads when Robbery Homicide Division brass talked to the media about MP's death. Remember, the Friends star was found unresponsive in his jacuzzi Saturday at his home in the Pacific Palisades after playing pickleball for a few hours earlier. Wow. This motherfucker plays pickleball or played pickleball. Law enforcement searched Matthew's home and did not find any illicit drugs, which is good, I guess. But he's been open about struggles with substance abuse in the past, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of really the latest development on the whole thing. So now this whole homicide and burglary team is getting involved in MP's death as they continue to investigate what happened on that cold October morning, as they continue to try to smear Kevin Brennan. Now, this is the question that it kind of leads me to ask, and what I've kind of been thinking, because I heard this when it first dropped was, oh, Matthew Perry was going to blow the whistle on, you know, these Jeffrey Epstein kind of people, these pedophilia. And I don't know how true it is. It looks like a blog was written about it. I couldn't really find any, like, wow, just swallowed my own fucking breath. Yikes. So I couldn't find anything definitive about this, so I just searched. Check this out. Matthew Perry vowed to expose Hollywood pedophilia ring before he was found dead. So if this is true, this is very interesting stuff. If he was going to expose the elites and their pedophilias, then, well, it could make the case of maybe he was murdered or poisoned. The news of Matthew Perry's passing, this article goes on to state, has sent shockwaves throughout the... so we kind of already know that. Reports suggest that before his passing, Perry had made startling claims about a Hollywood pedophilia ring. If these allegations were true, it would expose a dark underbelly within the entertainment industry. It's like, again, whoever's writing this, maybe this probably is a psyop, because we knew Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, right? Like, it's already been uncovered that there's a dark underbelly in Hollywood. This is nothing new, whether Matthew Perry stated it or not. Just here to say that. Underbelly in the entertainment, shining a spotlight on the exploitation and abuse that has plagued Hollywood in the past. Given the magnitude of these claims, it is essential to approach them with caution and careful consideration, resisting the urge to jump to conclusions before all the facts are known. Right. Yeah, so it just kind of goes on. While circumstances surrounding Matthew Perry's passing continue to be shrouded in uncertainty, it is crucial to remember the importance of empathy. Yeah, not if you're Kevin Brennan. Guess he didn't get that memo. Insensitive bastard you are, Kevin. How dare you make fun of a dead person right when they died? Don't you have any fucking empathy? Again, I mean, isn't that a complete and total joke? It's like, what are we, 6? We can't joke? Let's get real. So I just thought that to be very interesting. And that's kind of where where I'm going to leave it there. Because, like that article said, you don't want to jump to conclusions, because who knows what Matthew Perry, I mean, documented very well that he was hooped up on fucking methadone and Percocet and Xanny bars and just living his life, living his best life, I guess. So, I mean, that was it's probably just cut and dry, but it is interesting to see that homicide detectives are getting involved, and he was going to blow the whistle. So it'd be interesting to see. Not that would ever come out, any of his Matthew Perry's findings about pedophilia. Not that would ever come out, but you just got to ask the question sometimes: why did they decide to blow this fucking story up? Makes no sense to me. I do want to show you one more thing on this Perry thing. It has nothing to do with Matthew Perry or Kevin Brennan. So you may be asking yourselves, well, why are you showing something that relates to neither of those two? Well, it's because me, Patrick C. Melton, we never turn away an opportunity to grift and to capitalize. Patrick Melton, an opportunist, a real opportunist. And, I should speak in first person. I spared no time in making these t-shirts. Let's check this shit out. So I made these t-shirts because I'm a fucking opportunist. But I mean, seriously, how tacky. It's one thing to make a joke about it on Twitter. It's a whole nother thing to print ha shirts with... this doesn't even look like Matthew Perry. Like, who is buying these shirts? Guys, if you're in the chat and you bought one of these shirts, can you let us know so we could ban you from the chat, please? You shouldn't be buying any of these shirts at the price point of between $25 and $29. That's pretty steep to wear this. This is like something you could find at, what's that fucking store? Plato's Closet, like the used section of Plato's Closet for about $2. I could probably find the exact shirt. I feel like I actually seen a shirt like this once or twice in my day. Seriously. I get it. It's funny, and I don't want to tell you not to laugh at certain things, but this is unbelievable. Never passing up an opportunity to grift. Oh, Kevin's getting all this heat right now? I got to make $29 t-shirts. Come on. What are we talking about here? The shirt sucks. You shouldn't buy it. If I see anyone wearing that, we're disowning you. Immediately. I bet Melton has to buy the $29 one, right? No, because Melton's a 2X, or Melton's a 3X. The biggest size this comes in... Oh, no, this does come in 3X. Okay, I don't know why it goes from 2X to 3X to L to M to S to XL. It's kind of all over the place. Usually it would go, small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X. But it's in weird order. So you got to fix your website, bro. Again, I don't know. You'll never see anyone wearing any podcast shirt anywhere ever. That's how it should be. That really, James McCown, that's really how it should be. Look, if the merch is cool and it's, you support a podcast and it's something you could see yourself wearing, I'm not saying don't buy podcasting merch, period. I'm just saying, some of the merch that comes out is complete and utter dog shit. Now, some people may be asking, well, you don't have merch at all. Right. It's just because and I've said this before, but when I put out a piece of merch, I want it to be fucking flawless. And I just haven't had time to fucking sit there and make designs and make a fucking merch shop. You know what I mean? I work a 9 to 5. So, but there you go. Patrick Melton, grifting his way, $30, and you get yourself a knockoff Friends shirt that says ha ha ha. Again, I don't know why you would buy it, but there's going to be people that do buy it and posting it on Twitter. And I need to see whoever buys their shirts, send them my way. So again, so we could just completely ban them from this show and disown them, shame them out of existence. Please and thank you. All right, let's move on from all this death and Kevin Brennan. Jeez, I shouldn't have really put that story at the top, man. Anytime we talk about death, it's just like, fuck. Really brings the mood down. This is Hackoween, though, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to be getting some costumes soon. Hackoween! I'm excited. Lots of people got dressed up last night. One of them being our good friend and yours, Aaron C. Cups Emholt. Hopefully everyone had a good Halloween. This is Hackoween today. Aaron after all the boxing nonsense that happened over the weekend, lots of people boxing. I think we had like 2 or 3 boxing events this past weekend. I will say, I definitely will tune in to people who, or I should say idiots, who decide to film themselves boxing when you should have no business boxing at all. It is definitely entertaining, to say the least. So I will definitely be tuning in anytime there's a YouTube boxing event, just because I like to see somebody get the shit kicked out of them. Unfortunately, we didn't have that at all. But through the midst of all that, again, Aaron had to insert himself into the conversation when no one was asking for him. No one was asking for his opinion. The fight had nothing to do with Aaron, and somehow he found a way to make it about himself, which to me, it kind of encapsulates Aaron as a whole person. Like, that's his whole life. Like, he was never picked on a team or never picked first on a team. And he kind of just inserted himself in, so you feel bad because you have the nerd there. You don't want them to go home and fucking kill themselves. So, you put them on your team just so they have a spot, so they're not crying the rest of the day. That's kind of Aaron's MO through his whole entire existence. And nothing's changed here. So after all these boxing events, we get these tweets. Now, I thought this was interesting. I did see... I think someone posted this already, that the same thing what I'm about to say here, but I found this last week. Another night, the tweet reads, "Another night, more work. One of my favorite sparring partners came back tonight. Do I take another fight this winter? Or do I see if I can get the winner of M. Harrington and Alex Stein?" But this is just fascinating stuff because Aaron does this a lot. He'll, post these pictures from his gym that he says he's at every night or every Thursday or whatever the fuck he says. And you never see him actually fucking boxing. You only see an empty ring. It's like, wouldn't you want a picture of yourself in the ring? Isn't that a better picture? Like, this is an empty ring. Like, that would be like going to a football game or a baseball game and just taking a picture of the field. If you're on the team, it's like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just go on the field and take a picture? Weird. But he does this a lot. This is like probably the 15th picture he's taken to let everyone know that he's, in fact, a real boxer and he really knows how to fight. So don't fuck with him because he'll knock you the fuck out. But again, you see the picture. You're like, well, what are you doing? What is your time spent doing? Because we don't see you in the ring. So that just something to take away from that whole thing and of him boxing. To kind of keep our eyes on to see, well, actually, we're going to get some clips here of Aaron in April. Now, I mentioned, at the top of the show, Aaron. We speculated months ago how he abused April physically. Well, it just came out that is true. So let's check this out. This was the day before Halloween, 10/30/23, Mischief Night. This was the infamous day that Spurgtopia, I believe, was... brought into our lives. Now, I think I have this clip queued up. I should anyway. So let's check this out. This is Aaron and April, the Imholtz. And this is April kind of letting out a little nugget of information here of how Aaron, in fact, hits. He's a hitter. Check it out.
He says Kirkland 100 Reds, or Red 100s. Triple N says April going to get pieced up.
I probably will.
Okay, so the clip starts by somebody typing in their chat, is April gonna get pieced up? Pieced up meaning punched. And she goes, I think so. And she says it very begrudgingly, like she's going to a memory in her brain, thinking about the last time she got pieced up. But listen to what she says after this, because this I found to be completely shocking. Well, not that shocking, actually, because we called it, but just for them to admit this, shocking.
Triple N says April gonna get pieced up.
I probably will. You've given me little kisses with your fist on the face before.
You've given me little kisses with your fist on my face before. Again, I mean, do I get any money for this? Do I get any sort of sorries or you were right? He hits her. He punches her in the face. Oh, well, we're just sparring. Yeah, that's what you tell everybody. We're just sparring. But what happens behind closed doors when the video's off? Stop abusing. Only a coward hits their fucking wife and a girl. A woman. How dare you? Keep watching. Let's listen to that again and keep watching.
You probably will. You've given me little kisses with your fist on the face before.
We accidentally don't tell them I'm beating the shit out of you.
In the ring, Aaron has hit me before.
Say what? Aaron has what you before? He's hit you before? Wow. So you're admitting it. I want to mark this day down in history. November 1st, 2023, Hackoween, episode 230. Aaron confirmed, in fact, hits girls, hits women. He's a domestic abuser. He abuses. And April is admitting this. It's like, April, blink twice if you're in serious danger, April. Because it starts with a hit. It starts with a little love tap on the face. And then it goes to a chokehold. Before you know it, you're on the ground, getting pummeled by multiple fists at one time, going in and out all the holes. Then before you know it, you're being tied up and stabbed. It escalates is my point. It escalates. So again, it starts as a little love tap in the ring, but then you're like, that felt good. I'm going to do more. And Aaron is a sick fuck. He would actually probably tie April up, and he probably does. I mean, he's a fucking crazy motherfucker. Where'd that just go? Pulper, $85. Appreciate that, Pulper. Happy Rajatava Day to all my fellow Indian women. Did I say that right? Rajostava. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's these glasses I can't read. Aaron hits women, not slander. Right. I mean, this is fact. Now, anytime we say this, I don't want anyone to push back and say, oh, well, you're just making that. No, this is fact. They're admitting this live on air. Thank you for the 5. And happy Rosh Tava to all the Windian women, I was going to say. Indian women. Courtesy of Pulper 80. Thank you for that. All right, let's keep watching this little clip. Oh my gosh, thank you, Pulper's sister. Blade is real, somebody says. Kush King. Aaron hit his first wife as well. Wonder why they got divorced, Decline Host says. Yeah, I mean, poor St. Ashley LaRue. Poor St. Ashley LaRue, man. What that woman had to endure putting up with the likes of Aaron Emholt. Bearing his fucking children. Yikes. All you ladies out there, imagine Aaron Emholt being your baby's father. Yikes. Imagine Aaron on top of you. Yikes. I will say this, though. I don't feel bad. Sam V says, I wouldn't trust anything the Kleino says. I used to feel bad for April, like I did at first when I first started watching, because I'm like, she's just dumb and fucking, she has no idea what's going on half the time. But she's a grown woman. You can't feel bad for April. You know what I mean? She puts herself in the situation. She's a big girl. She can get herself out. Nobody should be looking to rescue April. That's what simps do. And we're not simps. We look down on simps. All right, let's keep watching this. Aaron is admitting to us, or actually April's admitting to us that Aaron, in fact, hits. Not slander. Let's keep watching.
In the ring.
With one of
no,
these. Just
you
trying
gave
to
me
keep
body shots and stuff, too.
He gives me body shots. So he's hitting her in the face, he's hitting her in the body. Look, and she's holding her fucking, like, where he hits her. Like, right below the right tit on the ribs. I mean, he's giving her rib shots. That's fucked up, dog. That's fucked up. I could see these two being on like the first 48 or like a murder mystery show. Soon, coming soon, right after the divorce. Check it out. Keep watching.
Intently. With one of
No,
these. Just
you
trying
gave
to
me
keep
body
the
shots and stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
He does it where it won't make my
like that.
face not pretty anymore.
Wow, so he hits her where it won't show, like on the stomach or the leg. Wow. I saw this clip live and I was like, holy fuck. I'm like watching it back for the first time. Holy shit, man. It's true. It's true. He hits. This is a great feeling. I feel vindicated. So for all you steel toe fucking simps out there, I guess you support domestic violence, right? That's what you do? If you support steel toe, you in fact support domestic violence. We'll make that correlation. I don't know what to tell you. This is not my words. This is their words. Pretty wild stuff. Let's keep watching.
Where'd it go? Hobo
Aaron
Chili
once.
says, Aaron, you have to understand I'm a big guy,
What?
but I move pretty fast. We'll see. Well, Hobo, you come up to Minnesota. I would love to get in the ring with you and have some fun.
Imagine making that even notion of someone in your live chat is asking to box you, and you're like, yeah, if you come up to Minnesota, I'll see you in the ring. It's like, this guy could be the next Jeffrey Dahmer. This guy could be a mass murderer. This guy could be, who knows what this guy could be. And you're just like inviting him to your gym? Like, you're fucking nuts, dude. Tell me you have no friends without telling me you have no friends.
I have a great time in the ring no matter what
Come
happens.
to the gym. Yeah.
Little Aaron is going to box your uvula. Whoa. Mia Fagot says Aaron versus Riddick Hobo bout when? I don't want to hit Riddick Bowe. I saw him at the Saudi Arabia thing. He looks all...
All right, they kind of move on from there. I mean, there you have it, though. Confirmed, Aaron hits April. I do see another Pulper 80 win by 2 membership. Thank you for that, Pulper. And that one going to Rick. Rick was gifted a Pulper 80 membership, a stub toe membership. We appreciate that. Thank you for your contributions. See XMM in the chat. What's up, XMM? How you doing today? If you support steel toe, you are basically Jeffrey Dahmer, says Jay. It's funny. Challenging people to boxing matches is gay. Now, did you be smiley? Is that Al? Or is that AI? This steel toe guy has a very nice maroon shirt. He should cut the cuff off one of his sleeves. Says Pulper. Jay's back says, I never realized I could use special emojis on YouTube until right now. Maybe I'm retarded. And look, there he goes putting the Chad Zumach emoji, which is weird because Decline put the same emoji like at the same time. Ghost of Mr. P was the one who, let's see, I'm going to cuts off on my chat here. Was the one who sent the Newport. Says, what do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? What do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? I don't know. Give it to us. Give it to us, Ghost of Mr. P. What's the joke? It's a cliffhanger right here. Chris Mack making a nice guess. Nothing, Mr. P. She's been told twice. Correct. All right, so that's a joke. Very nice, very nice. Thank you for the $1.99, Ghost of Mr. P. B Smiley says, AI equals Aaron M. Hold. All right, sorry. The I's and the L's, capital I, capital L, all looks the same, I guess. All right, let's keep moving. I want to stick on these fucking weirdos. You win Ray's comedy CD, says Ghost of Mr. P. I want to keep it on these weirdos. We're going to go into Kiki Cast, no, it's actually not Kiki Cast. It's Untwad Tuesday. They were on last night for like 19 hours again. It's pretty bizarre. My gripe in this podcast isn't with Keanu. She actually fixed her mic, so congratulations, Keanu. Again, taking Blade's advice in fixing your equipment. Thank God. Again, man, I look around the landscape of this little universe that we're in, And it's a promising sight to see a lot of people kind of finally listening and at least taking the accountability that they should have been taking from the start, you know? When they would lie and cope about, oh, he's just, he's too mean. He's getting things wrong. It's like, are we? We're not getting anything wrong. Nothing I say I'm getting wrong. It's everything you are saying, repeat it back to you in a joke fashion. But Kiki Untoward Tuesday, again, all these, there was a lot going on this screen. There's a couple cringe moments. Aaron, April on the screen on Untoward Tuesday. Kiki and Gino, Johnny Crutches, Mickey, all got dressed up last night, which was very shocking because not a lot of people did. Maybe, I don't know, people just feel they're above getting dressed up anymore. Or they feel getting dressed up as Hack on Halloween. I don't know what it was, but shout out to Keanu on Tour Tuesday for being in the Halloween spirit. But that's it. That's all we're giving you a shout out for today, all right? So take that while you can. Let's check out On Tour Tuesday. Here, I'm going to put it on the screen share so I can take off this fat suit because I'm dying. I'm dripping. My tits are fucking flailing out here. I can't concentrate. I got straps flying around. It's nuts. I couldn't imagine being melting every day. Imagine living like this every day of your life. If you just had tits where you could just circularly move like this. I don't know, man. I'd go on a diet immediately. All right, so I'm going to put this on the screen share. Let's jump into this Kiki cast. Let's check out how Kiki's doing. Oh, yeah, I forgot. She wore like 3 costumes last night, all of them skimpy as hell. Again, Halloween should start, we should start calling this Horrorween. Gives all the ladies an excuse to dress up like whores. Now, I don't mind it. I'm a guy. I'm not gay. But, you start doing it on camera and you're trying to attract simps and you're trying to attract crazy people. And then you are flabbergasted when you have people like, DMing you some weird shit. Some people can't separate a show or a podcast or a YouTube video from real life. So, to some people, this is real life. So when you're putting yourself out there like this, ladies especially, and you're wearing this skimpy suit and costume and all this other shit, you're attracting and you're asking for just a lot of craziness in return. So don't be shocked when that happens. Just putting that out there. Not that you don't already know that. But all right, let's check it out. Keanu Cast on Tour Tuesday, Halloween special. Let's see what happens.
Happy Halloween! Look, I had a breast job. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? I'm just kidding, kids. They're pumpkins. And also, I was afraid that a nip slip might happen, and I believe it might have. They were just pumpkins, guys. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Yeah, producer Roberto, careful. Look, they have the strobe light on. I don't want anyone to seize, so I'll turn that off. Hello. Happy Halloween, everyone. Look, I'm a nurse. I can't stand this any more than you probably can.
I should have gave everyone the warning that...
Hi, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me?
She had her sign flashing like
I dressed
this.
as a nurse, so in case I get shot.
But you see her costume here. Very skimpy here. We're going to go to the big screen for this. I had to take that fat suit off. It was fucking weighing me down. Let's go to the big screen. We have a couple clips to watch from today's show. This is pretty unreal, what we're about to see today. Again, she's going to be dressing up in 3 costumes today. Keanu, Steel Toe, Aaron, and April. They got like 3 costumes they're going to be debuting today. I'm trying to think. Mickey gets into like 3 costumes. They got this other fucking weirdo dressing up as a pirate. A lot of weird fucking creepy stuff on this Spookcast today. All right, let's watch.
I can sew up my own bullet wounds. How's everyone's Halloween? We're going to have fun tonight. Johnny Crutches is coming on. of the Steel Toe Morning Show. Very funny stand-up comedian and